Courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is a quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow.
Fantastic Radio UK app can be downloaded today on all app stores.
I slap police for your case. I go to war for your case. I go to court for your case. I climb the bridge for your case. Enter water for your case. I punch the judge for your case. Anything you want, baby.
The most important characteristics you need to succeed in life are resilience, determination, and persistence. Email us hello@fantasticradio.co.uk.
Very good morning to you. How are you doing this morning? I'm very well. I hope you are also keeping very well. It's approximately 7 minutes past 7 this morning. I want to ask you, how are you doing? Again, I notice in our relations with people and with friends at work and people we interact with, we sometimes, just sometimes, not all the time, we sometimes don't take the time to find out how people are doing. So can I say and ask you again, how are you doing? Can I ask Mr. Hamidi? Mr. Hamidi, good morning and how are you doing? I love to know how you're doing. How are you doing? Alice, how are you doing? Georgina, how are you doing? Tom, how are you doing today? Right, Mr. Hamidi, you good? Tom is all right. The whole production team are doing very well. I am brilliant. I am exceedingly brilliant. I'm excited. I'm confident. I'm hopeful. And I'm beautiful. Feeling amazing. Feeling amazing. I'm glad that you made a time in joining us today. Today, Wednesday, the 3rd of November, 2021. Be sharing bits and pieces with you on current affairs and what happened and what the Germans have also brought up in support in South Africa with coal. I'll be sharing with you bits and pieces on business and how 10 things productive people never do again. 10 things that productive people don't do again. And I will share with you a business that I ran into when I went to the UK Black Business Show over the weekend. It's called Atmen, ATMEN. I will share with you bits and pieces about them, what they're doing, how they're functioning, and also if you can check them out and let me know what you think about them and whether you've ever even used their services before. It's a card, it's a business card or a sort of personal card that you can use. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, you can find us on all your social media platforms. You can find us on Twitter, you can find us on Facebook, you can find us on YouTube, and you can find us on many of all the social media platforms. If you go on YouTube, you just type in Fantastic Radio UK. You will see us. And if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please click the subscribe button and you would find us there, and you would get all our content every time we are out. Okay, every time we come broadcasting, you will be able to get to us and it will alert you. So please click the subscribe button, and I'll be very glad. What do you want me to give you when you subscribe? Okay, tell me what you want, and I will do what you want when you subscribe. When you subscribe, please get in touch with me and say, "Hi, Kojo, I have subscribed to your YouTube channel. Okay, and I need you to do this for me." Do that. I would love to do that. But the question is, how are you going to be sending me that notification? You send me that email to Kojo, or you send the email to Bonti at fantasticradio.co.uk. Bonti at fantasticradio.co.uk. I got a beautiful news just yesterday night. Just before I went to join my duvet, I got an email from the developers who are developing our apps and all the other things that will be streaming through. A lot of work is going through. A lot of work is happening. And as we go and as we proceed and as we build up the team and build all the productions that comes with it, I will be updating you. Fantastic Radio now is on LG Smart Television. Hooray! Fantastic Radio now is on LG Smart Television. Okay, so if you have a smart LG television, you need to go to the LG Smart Television, the content store. You go on the content store, you search Fantastic Radio UK. You go to the LG content store, the content store on LG Smart Television, and all you would have to do is to type in Fantastic Radio, and you would hear me talk now. Okay, do that, and let's get the conversation going at some point. Once again, I want to welcome you this morning to the Fantastic Mornings. My name is Kojo Bonti Amoako. And you can find me on Twitter at Bonti at fantasticradio.co.uk. Listen, guys, let's go get music. And when we return, I will share with you 10 things productive people never do again. But don't forget, I have a business that I got in touch with, or I sort of met at the UK Blast Business event, that I would love to also share with you. Good morning to you, Mr. Hamidi. Let's do music.
Life can be challenging. However, within you dwells your possibilities. Believe in your possibilities and go for it. Fantastic Radio UK. Your music, your possibilities.
Tina Slally. We be working all day long to push us money. We ain't playing no games. Abatabi, Mugani. We light up the party, Mugani. Jaiva Kuze Kuze.
What a fantastic day it would be. The Fantastic Golf Tournament 2022. You getting on the course, taking golf lessons for fitness, and testing your mental fortitude, making new friends, and surely reconnecting with old ones. It's going to be such a fantastic day. For any inquiries and sponsorship of the Fantastic Golf Tournament 2022, please call 0208 090 2121 or sponsorship at fantasticradio.co.uk.
Find the joy with Freeman's this Christmas. Discover gifts for all the family, including exclusives you won't find anywhere else, with free delivery 7 days a week. Freeman's. Be more free.
The biggest secret in life is that there is no big secret. Whatever your goal, you can get there if you're willing to work.
Fantastic Radio UK. Your vision, your possibilities.
Your visions, your possibilities, your music, your possibilities. Making sure that we come with content that inspires, encourage, educate, and most of all, empower you through the day. My name is Kojo Bonti Amwako, and I'm here till 8 o'clock. We'll be talking business, current affairs, life stories, and most of all, how we can add value to your life. I prepared a few things that I would love to share with you. This Wednesday, the 3rd of November, I prepared 10 things that productive people do and never do again. And I would go in bullet points to make it really permeate and also be able to add to your life. I've been told to adjust bits and pieces. I'll deal with it and I will come back to you. I would want to say this, ladies and gentlemen. As we go through life and as we start the day going to work and spending time with the family, kids have gone back to school. My one went to school last Monday. But as we go through life and challenges and the back and forthness, I would really suggest we find a way to take a back seat or take a pause to look at how we can better ourselves. Okay, you know, the whole of this week, as I said, it's a week of sharing with you, connecting with you, and you getting to know me, and I'm also getting to know you. Is that okay? So we're doing this tomorrow. We're doing that on Friday. Then on Monday coming, we're going to take off with our guest and everything. But this week, I wanted you to get to know me. I love to get to know you and know where you're coming from, who you are, where you're listening from. And if you don't mind, you can always check us out. Check us out on our website. You know, I get people wanting to find out who is this guy. Okay, I am Kojo. And I am responsible for the planning of this radio network. Our desire is to be able to tell stories, be able to have conversations that does three things: to empower, educate, and entertain. That's all we're doing. All right. So the whole purpose of what for all that we're doing is to be able to add value to the human lives that we reach. Music is part of it. Events outside is part of it. Sports is part of it. Politics will be part of it. And everything that we do is to be able to give you that opportunity to add value in you maximizing your potential and you stepping into your possibilities. We all have different possibilities. As I've always said, possibilities ranges from raising of kids, possibilities ranges, from raising of kids, getting married, buying a house, expanding our network, excelling our work, everything that comes with empowerment, everything that comes with education is what we will do here, right? With everything that we're going to do. In the coming months, we're looking at building a whole team, building the content and getting presenters to join us. And as we go ahead, you are going to have a brilliant time with us. We are moving at some point. We're going to be moving to our offices in Harrow. And when we're going to Harrow, we will be inviting you, those of you who will listen and want to come in and see where we are, we will invite you to come through, get to see what we do and how we do what we do. And we will let you also meet the presenters who've been lined up to be on the station. I want to say good morning to you, Mr. James Cogley, who will be coming through to be doing some of the shows on the station, and a lot of people who we've lined up to get, to be part of us. I'm sharing 10 things that successful people never do again. The first one is returning to what hasn't worked. Returning to what hasn't worked. Whether it's a job or a broken relationship that has ended for a good reason or not a good reason. We should never go back to the same thing, expecting everything or different results without something being different. Did it come through? All right, let's go to the second one. The second one is do anything that requires them to be someone they are not. Doing anything that requires them to be someone that they are not. Productive people remain authentic. Productive people find their truth and they stay in their truth. What is your truth? What is your truth? What is it that you believe? What is it that you believe so much? What is it that is in your heart? That is your authentic self, but you try to be someone else because you don't want to upset the equilibrium. My question to you this Wednesday morning, what's your truth? And what's your authentic self? The third one is trying to change another person. Trying to change another person. When you realize that you cannot force someone into doing something, you give them or you give him or her freedom to allow them to experience the consequences. In doing so, you find your own freedom at will. Try to change another person is one difficult activity. And productive people never go back to that. Productive people stay in their lane. They will encourage, they will support, they would try as much as possible to add their quota to other people's lives. But productive people don't stop trying to change people because it's a difficult activity. And what happens with that? It can derail you off your purpose. It can take you off of your own journey. Productive people stay on course, support, help people, but not trying to change another person. The fourth one, believe they can please everyone, or believing they can please every person or everyone. Once you get the truth that it is impossible to please everyone, you begin to live a purposeful, productive life and maximizing your potential. Believing that you can please everyone. You can't please everyone. You can't. It's very impossible. Productive people focus on what they've been called to do, or what they feel they are called to do, or what they feel they want to do. Now, let me just clarify this being called to do thing. Being called to do something, I'm not relating it to any supreme being or anything, any religious responsibility. No. When I say you're called to do something, it's what you feel you are you want to do, what you feel you are born or you were born to do. Okay, what you feel your responsibility, your contribution, your quota on earth is all about. That's what I'm looking at, or that's what I'm saying. What do you feel, or what do you think, or what do you want to do? What is it? Is it business? Is it raising a family? Is it running the London Marathon? I met this young woman at the business show on Saturday, and she helps with people in business dealing with stress. And I said, that's quite an interesting angle to take as a coach. And she said, a lot of people go through stress, and because they are ambitious, and because they are business people, and because they have a lot to lose, they go through a lot of pressure, but don't have the courage. They don't have the courage to even come out and say, I'm stressed, I'm scared. And I want to be that stress coach. I want to be that person that speaks to that need. You see, that is her need. That is what she contributes to people's lives. My question is, what is yours? Have you found yours? The question is, are you going for it at all? Because when you find that, you become productive. When you find that niche, when you find that corner, you walk into it, you maximize it, and you become fearless. I remember I was talking to my friend the other time, and I said to him, when we walk in our purpose, we become fearless. Not disrespectful, not arrogant, but you become fearless. You walk with boldness. You do not let anything stop you. But the fourth thing, as I said, believing that you can please everyone. You can please everyone. Let's go to the fifth one as we prepare to go get music, and I will share with you bits and pieces. The fifth one is choosing short-term comfort over long-term benefit. Choosing short-term comfort over long-term benefit. Choosing short-term comfort over long-term benefit. You know, once successful people know they want something that requires painful, time-limited steps, they do not mind the painful step because it gets them to a long-term benefit. You know, many things that we do rises and comes from a place of the unknown. No, let me rephrase what I said. Many of the things we do, many of us are pioneering stuff. Many of us are trying something different. Many of us are initiating something very new. Or we are modernizing something, or re-vanishing, or re-engineering something that has been done before, but we're trying to put our stamp on it, and it can be difficult. And in the process, you can easily get distracted, discouraged, disillusioned, and you can easily think, nah, forget it. This is not for me. It is for you. It is for you. The fact that it has its own short-term uncomfortableness. Is there a word like that? Well, I've created one, this one then. The fact that there is this unsettlement in your heart or unsettlement with your finances does not necessarily mean it cannot be done. Because the discomfort is also part of the journey to comfort. That sounds a bit deep. That sounds a bit philosophical, isn't it? That discomfort is also part and parcel of the comfort. Because as you go through the uncomfortableness, right? You crawling, you walking slowly into your comfort. Did you get it? So choosing short-term comfort over long-term benefit. Productive people look at the long term. Productive people look at the future. Productive people are prisoners of hope. Productive people allow themselves to go through the process. They don't let the present circumstance in any way, shape, or form distract them. We all start from somewhere. Start from there. It's not going to be perfect. Find a different way to do it. If you try it and you don't succeed, try it again. When I was in primary school, my teacher taught us a poem. I think it's John Bunya. He said, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Try again and try again. And if at first you don't succeed, try again. 25 minutes past 7 on Fantastic Mornings. My name is Kojo Bonti Amwako. You can find me on Twitter at Bonti Amwako. Let's do music, and when we come, I'll add the rest of it. Good morning to you, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for choosing Britain's home of possibilities.
Excellence is never an accident. It is a result of high intention, sincere effort, intelligent direction, skillful execution, and the vision to see obstacles as opportunities. Britain's Fantastic Radio UK, home for the Afropolitan.
Domino. Yeah, oh, oh. Yeah, yo, iti. Riti, oh, ti. Yo, low. Yo, yo.
Put out the call and get together with the Dominoes.
Domino.
We got this.
It's simple. I love it. Having you near me, having you here. Hot conversations, outrageous. You smile.
Find the joy with Freeman's this Christmas. Discover gifts for all the family, including exclusives you won't find anywhere else, with free delivery 7 days a week. Freeman's. Be more free.
You can reach Fantastic Radio UK sales on WhatsApp on 079 6141 7150 or email us sales@fantasticradio.co.uk.
Welcome back. You are so much welcome back. 29 minutes past 7. Once again, I would say thank you so very much for choosing Britain's home for the Afropolitan. My name is Kojo Bonti Amwako, and this morning we dissecting and going through bits and pieces, and I'm sharing with you 10 things that productive people never do and or return to. And from there, we will get more music, and I'll share with you Atem and bits and pieces and what the German government or the German parliament has decided to do with South Africa and when it comes to their coal. The sixth one is trusting someone or something that appear flawless. It is natural for us to be drawn to things and people that appear incredible. We love excellence, and we should always looking out for it. We should pursue people who are great at what they do, employees who are high performers, date people who are exceptional, friends who have stellar character, and companies that excel. But when someone or something looks too good to be true, he or she is not what it is to be. The world is imperfect. No one or nothing is without a flaw. If it appears to be way too true or too good to be true, look into it. Just hit pause, reconsider. The reason why I listed this one is because we live in a world where everybody's trying to present a perfect image, right? With even what I'm doing, I don't get it right all the time. I don't get it right all the time. You'd be surprised. I have people on the other side telling me, do this, do that, because I'm learning and I'm going ahead, learning, doing it, making mistakes, doing it, making the errors, but I'm willing and ready to learn it, right? So I bring my full self to the table. There are things I don't know, but there are people or there are situations that looks so perfect. I will recommend when it looks so flawless, look at it again. I am not saying excellence should not be celebrated. What I'm saying is when the pitch looks too perfect for it, when it comes to relationships, comes to even with companies, people make mistakes. We should give people that latitude to see them explore. One of the things I had to learn, and this is a whole confession, one of the things that I had to learn was to learn how to give myself or be compassionate with myself. Let me borrow the words of Dr. Eric Dyson. Be compassionate with myself, being compassionate with myself, and be sympathetic to myself. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong. When I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and I stand to be corrected. I think it has to do with the humility to understand that your intentions are right. It's just that it could have been your approach. But trusting someone or something that appear flawless can be something one will have to look at. Let's look at neglect to due diligence. That's the eighth one. No matter how good something look on the outside, it is only by taking a deeper, diligent and honest look that we will find out what we truly need to know. The reality that we owe ourselves. Let me read what I wrote here again. It said, no matter how good something looks on the outside, it is the only thing we will have to do. It is only by taking a deeper, diligent, and honest look that will find out what we truly need to know. It's a reality that we owe it to ourselves. Due diligence. You start in a business, or you start in a new relationship, or you have to move to a place. I tell you, 16 years ago, I was buying a property somewhere, and oh my God, that's a confession right there. 16 years ago, is it 16? Yeah, 16 years ago, I was buying a property somewhere, and I went in and just saw it and bought it because I liked the area, I liked the way it looked, because it had space and everything that came with it. The confession is, I did not do the due diligence. It was when I moved into the place and I realized, oh, this is not right. This is not right. But it had been sold. It's all been exchanged. Money gone, real estates, everything was sorted. And I said to myself, the next time I'm involved with a thing like this, I will make sure I look out for all the clues and all the other things that comes with it. Due diligence, looking deeper and being diligent and being honest. Because sometimes honesty allows us to look at it and think, okay, I'm going to let it go, or I'm going to stick with it and pay the price. As someone would say, dying on my own sword, saying, listen, I'm going to take the responsibility. With this information I have, I'm going to look at myself and do better next time. The 9th one, fail to ask why they are where they are themselves, or failing to ask why we are at where we are ourselves. One of the biggest differences between successful people or productive people and others is that in love and in life, in relationship and in business, productive people always ask themselves, what part am I playing in this situation? What part am I playing in this situation? Said another way, they do not see themselves as victims or even victims of the circumstance. That's the 9th one. I love it, so please allow me to say this again. Failing to ask why they are where they find themselves. Failing to ask themselves why they are where they are. That's quite an interesting space. A dear friend of mine went through a very, very painful divorce. Painful divorce. And right from the beginning of the acrimony, I was informed. So I somehow became part of it. And for about 2 years after everything had happened and gone through the courts and everything, and he was very hurt. He was very, very, very hurt. Because according to him, he had played every part that he had to play. He had done everything he had to do. But the whole matrimony had gone down. Kids, assets, his life crumbled. I was walking with him in the park and we were talking as the Nigerians would say, we were gisting, right? He said to me, Kojo, and I responded by mentioning his name, and I said, what is it? And he said, what part do you think I played in making this relationship not working? I said, what do you mean? He said, I just don't want to believe and think that my wife played all the part in making this marriage not work. I want to find out, and I need you to be authentic and be honest with me and tell me, where did you think I went wrong? We had a conversation. I shared a few things with him, and he said to me, thank you. But what I'm gleaning from that and what I learned from my good friend who has remarried anyway, and he's happily married. Again, he said, the day I decided and the day I asked myself, what part did I play in that circumstance or that situation? I was stuck. But the day he took responsibility, the day he asked himself that question, and we had conversations and he sought support, he noticed that he had also contributed to the failure of his marriage. He's had another opportunity and he's doing it so well. The question is, what part are you playing in your success? What part are you playing with the things that did not go your way? What part are you willing to pay, or what part are you looking to take off to make your relationship, your business, your children rearing? What part are you playing in making that happen? Let's do the 10th one as we go for music. Forget that their inner life determines their outer success, or forgetting that their inner life determines their outer success. The good life sometimes has little to do with outside circumstances. We are happy and fulfilled mostly by who we are on the inside. Research validates us, and our internal lives largely contributes to producing many of our external circumstances. Everyone makes mistakes. Even the most productive people make mistakes. But what achievers, productive people do better, and they do better than others, is recognizing the pattern that is causing the mistakes and never, ever repeating them. Recognizing the pattern, correcting it, and not repeating them again. So these are the 10 things that I would love to share with you on this beautiful Winning Wednesday. Let's do music, and when we come back, we will talk some more about Atem, the finance business that I met at the Black Business event. Let's do music. Thank you. It's 40 minutes past 7. My name is Kojo Bonti Amwaku. Thank you for choosing Britain's home of possibility.
Excellence is never an accident. It is a result of high intention, sincere effort, intelligent direction, skillful execution, and the vision to see obstacles as opportunities. Britain's Fantastic Radio UK, home for the Afropolitan.
Mulimba titi iyo Yekete inde bolo Timakane te loka di bola niko Iwiye mabenda mauna ninya Timakane te loka di bola niko Ya mwenye wako Iya bema di bola niko.
What a fantastic day it would be. The Fantastic Golf Tournament 2022. You getting on the course, taking golf lessons for fitness, and testing your mental fortitude. Making new friends and surely reconnecting with old ones. It's going to be such a fantastic day. For any inquiries and sponsorship of the Fantastic Golf Tournament 2022, please call 0208 090 2121 or sponsorship at fantasticradio.co.uk.
Another guilty beat.
Kim promise. When I wake up, you be first thing on my mind. Asante Nipa, one of a kind. I know say them break your heart before, so you don't fear to fall in love. But I go fight till the day I go call you back. Domino.
Put out the call and get together with the Dominoes.
Domino.
We got this.
Find the joy with Freeman's this Christmas. Discover gifts for all the family, including exclusives you won't find anywhere else, with free delivery 7 days a week. Freeman's. Be more free.
Once your mindset changes, everything on the outside will change along with it. This is Britain's Fantastic Radio UK, home of possibilities.
Good morning. Very, very good morning. It's 45 minutes past 7 still on Britain's home of possibilities. Once again, thank you so very, very, very much. Thank you very much. For those of you who have been in touch with us, thank you. Thank you for connecting with us. For those who want to also reach us and get in touch with us and interact with us, by all means, you can do that. 0208 090 2121 0208 90, is it? 0208 090 2121. Is it? Okay. All right. I have Thomas here asking me, you got it wrong. I'm sorry, guys. It's 0208 090 2121. And you can always get in touch with us on air at fantasticradio.co.uk. Thank you so very much. For those who want to read, who wants to get in touch with us on Twitter and also on all the social media platforms, please do that. You can always get in touch with us. It's 46 minutes past 7. I said to you before the break, I said to you last Saturday, I was at the UK Black Business Show. Now, I want to give my 2 cents around the whole event on Saturday, because I wasn't there during the week. But my view of that event, I have to say, these people that organize the Black Business Show, congratulations to you. It was a phenomenal day, meeting different people across, from finance to business to entrepreneurship to music to cryptocurrency to finance. And I tell you, I loved every bit of it. I'm really looking forward to this UK Black Business Show 2022. Okay, I'm really looking forward to it, and how best we can contribute and support what you guys are doing. Please let us know. But I want to say I enjoyed it. It was beautiful. Met amazing entrepreneurs all over the place, and hopefully next year we will be there and be part of the whole event. A company that came through that I met, was on their stand, spoke to them a few times and love what you're doing, is a company called Atmen, 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 and their website is www.myatmen.com. If you can have it on. Thank you, Mr. Hamidi. This company is a finance company, and this is what they've written about themselves. From your fingertips, you can create different currency accounts and make money transfer to anywhere in the world. It was a gentleman and a lady at their stand, and amazing people. I haven't used their product yet, but I'm looking to do that in a couple of days, and I'll come back to you and share with you what the experiences were and how it was. Beautiful, amazing. They came across very enthusiastic. They came across confident. They came across as a people who loved what they were doing. So check them out, and let me know what you think of what they're doing. They said Atmen's platform is another first for digital banking. It is the only banking app that has been built by cybersecurity experts to date, utilizing a private decentralized blockchain network. Let me read what these people do. Atmen platform is another first for digital banking solution. It is the only banking app that has been built by cybersecurity experts to date, utilizing the private decentralization blockchain network. Customers will be able to securely go through the KYC sign up process. And once successful, you can start using the app straight away with your virtual card. I will suggest you go on their website, check them out, and let's get the conversation going. The website is my as in myatmen.com. Go on their website. Let me know what you think, and I would love to talk to them at some point. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do music. 7:50 on Fantastic Radio, home of possibilities. Let's do music, and as soon as we come back, I will share with you bits and pieces, and exactly at 8, I would have to bid you goodbye. Let's do music.
The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing. Trust your intuition and take action. Fantastic Radio UK is now available on all app stores.
Find the joy with Freeman's this Christmas. Discover gifts for all the family, including exclusives you won't find anywhere else, with free delivery 7 days a week. Freeman's. Be more free.
Mulimba titi iyo Yekete inde bolo Timakane de loga di bola niko Iwiye mabenda mauna ninya Timakane de loga di bola niko Ya mwenye wamo
Don't worry about being successful, but work toward being significant, and the success will naturally follow. Thank you for choosing Britain's Fantastic Radio UK. Your music, your possibilities.
7:53 on Fantastic Radio, home of possibilities. How are you planning to spend today? Are you at work? So what? Are you on your way to work? Or you are home working? You home working? How are you working? And how are you preparing to maximize the day or maximizing the day? I have I have 4 meetings today, and I'm going to, right after the show, be going to start quick meeting exactly at 8:10 and get on with it and do bits and pieces. I love to connect with you. For those who have been in touch, thank you for being in touch. William Charles, thank you for connecting. You enjoying the show from France? Yes, you're enjoying the show from France. Thank you for coming through. And Kels, let me know where you are listening or connecting with us from. I'll be very pleased to know how you are listening and how you enjoying the conversation. I'll be very much looking to get to know how you're listening. But most of all, I wish you a beautiful day. I wish you a successful day. I wish you a productive day. Before we go, I was going to share with you, the South African government have been giving 8.4 billion to resuscitate the South African coal industry. It's going through its own challenges. And yesterday, the German government and the European Union, decided to support developing platforms or developing countries, and the attention is going on South Africa. I want to say thank you for the work they've done, and also want to encourage the South Africans for such a beautiful work that they do. What I would say when it comes to this coal industry in South Africa, it plays a major part in the economy. And if you look at their GDP and how the economy is configured, coal plays a major part. And if we're going to see any progress or any profitability economically on the continent of Africa, we will need partners in making this happen. This whole message of this whole separatist message, we don't want to do nothing with anybody, we want to fight by ourselves, I don't think it's a smart move. We would have to partner with working with other countries in making that happen. I am not saying that the past should not be addressed, but in moving forward, we would have to be proactive, we've got to be diligent, and we've got to be quite optimistic with our approach. So I would want to say that getting this money for the coal industry in South Africa will go a long way in working, resuscitating the coal market or the coal industry, and giving a lot of young people work to do, and seeing how the country can revive. That's my 2 cents on current affairs today. 7:56. It's been wonderful. We've shared 10 things that productive people never do. I've also shared with you Atman, the finance company that presents payment systems across Europe or anywhere in the world. Go on their website, check them out, and see how you can use these services. Let me know if at any point we can be of service or support to you. Don't forget, we have the fantastic golf tournament coming 2022. If at any point you want to support and you want to sponsor the golf tournament, it's going to be in Northwest London, somewhere around the Stanmore area, somewhere around the Harrow area. Please let me know. You can reach out to us at hello at fantasticradio.co.uk. Myself, anyone in the team will reach out to you. But if you want to speak to me personally, talk to me about this sponsorship, 079 477 82071. 079 477 82071 is my number. Please hit me up. Let's get the conversation going. I'm looking forward in talking to Stephanie Ojoko. I'm looking forward in talking to Buki Ayode. I'm looking forward in talking to another lady, who comes through next week, Lily Mensah. And above all, Reverend Mother Jide Macaulay also joins us next week, having conversations about the LGBT issue going on in Ghana, talking about speaking on, how the government and the politicians are finding their way around the LGBT issues. I don't think there's a particular right way of dealing with this. I have my 2 cents around this whole issue. Nobody has the right to make anybody feel uncomfortable to be on this. But we will discuss that next week with Reverend Jide Macaulay from the Rainbow House. But most of all, I want to say thank you. Thank you for choosing Britain's home of possibility. But then once again, it's Kojo Bonti Amwako. I want to thank the production team, Tilly, Tom, Timothy, Kelly, and most of all, Mr. Sina Hamidi. Thank you so very much, guys. We'll be with you tomorrow morning, same time from 7 to 8. Take care and goodbye for now.
The empowering conversations with our guests, the riveting music we share with you. Thank you for choosing Fantastic Radio UK, home of possibilities.